Hello, hello, we are back and we're getting no pictures. Wait, something's not working here. Oh, we have no image. You can't see anything. What is going on? What is going on? This isn't right. Oh, hang on, hang on. Where is the game? Oh, back in a minute. Oh no, I have to. Oh, wait. Oh, something's gone wrong. Hang on, hang on, hang on. This isn't right. You should be seeing the things on the game right now, and you're not. Oh, das ist nicht richtig. I'm going to pause the stream. I'll be back in a second. Hang on. Right. Hopefully, we're seeing this now. Sorry about that. I hope you're all still with me. This says there's 6 of you watching. Woohoo! I was truly lost in space. Sorry about that, folks. That'll be like 13 streams for today. Swig of liquid. Oh. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. If you remember, earlier on today we were flying around the SPESS, and I landed on this little planet, or this little sort of rocky body, just to get some minerals. And then the developers said they were turning off the server. So I had to turn everything off. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go back on anyway. I may as well do some more streaming. So, screw it, we're doing more streaming. So I'm just getting myself comfortable. Ooh, let's see who we have. Not many of you in, but I didn't advertise this one. I just kind of did it. Let's have a look. How long is this going to be, Chris? As I have to go for about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to go for a couple of hours. So you should be fine. We're going to say it's not my fault, said Chris. Yeah, I'll be going for an hour or two, probably. Let's have a look. Lynn Dipple is in. Welcome, Lynn. She came in earlier on, just as we were about to finish for the day, which was well timed, as always. Jamie Bone is in. Chris at Gross Models. Spruglu Addict. No, don't press that button, Fox. No! Welcome, Spruglu. Hello, says Multidemon123. Multidemon, welcome. Spruglu says, I wasn't flying around SPESS earlier, I was at work. Maybe this will keep me awake till my drive tonight, says Multidemon. I don't know. I'm not that exciting. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Now, let's just get the volume sorted out. Now, I kind of think I've got the volume in the right place, so let me know as we go along if the game audio is too loud or too quiet or anything like that. Right, so what we're going to do, let's have a quick look at this system. I need to go into my galaxy map and have a look and get my route plotted. This is where I'm going at the moment. It's just a random white F-class star in this sector of the galaxy. I'm working my way, like I said before, if you didn't watch earlier on. My plan is to work my way around the outer edge of the Milky Way. Slowly going through all these edge sectors. Round and round and round. Until I get all my way back to the bubble where Earth is, and then I'll drop myself into Earth, because I've not been to Earth yet, so I'll drop myself down to Sol where Earth is, and cash it all in. So I reckon this whole journey might take me about a year. Recently I left this space station here. There's a space station here in the Rosette Nebula. I left there and I wandered out about this far and then had to come back because I broke my ship. And getting back to the Rosette Nebula from there to there was about 3 hours. And it's taken me about 3 or 4 days, going a lot slower to get back to here. So hopefully I don't have to return to a space station for a long time. Lynn Dipple, I'm planning on building a Plex or gaming PC so I can play Elite Dangerous. Cool. Cool. It'll be great on a PC. I'm on Xbox at the minute. Unfortunately, there's no cross-play between Xbox, PC and PlayStation. Although we do share the same galaxy, so when you go on, when you start playing on PC, you'll be able to come across planets that I found that have my name on it, and you know, theoretically we can still experience the same things, but we won't be able to play with each other. Multidemon is building my custom gunpla and listening to you ramble, so I think it might work. If you get desperate, just get the glue pot open for a minute. That'll keep you awake. Right, let's have a look and see. So I've got the chat in front of me. If you didn't watch the one earlier, then you are welcome to ask me questions in chat. We do have a live chat going on. I know you can see chat on the telly here on the right hand side of the screen, but the actual live chat where you can join in and type away, just click the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I will turn my email address off. There we go. Just click the YouTube icon in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. That will take you to the YouTube page where you can see the video stream and the live chat, and you can join in. If you want to ask me a question, just put it in big fat capital letters. I do have my iPad in front of me as like a dashboard, so I can see your comments and questions in the chat. But put your comments and questions in big fat capital letters. If you want to make sure I absolutely see it, you can do a super chat, which is the dollar symbol at the bottom of the chat window, and that will put your comment in a big coloured box and make a little ping noise, and I absolutely will hear that. So that's the best bet. As always, like I said earlier on today when we were on earlier on, we've still got the stream boss battle going. Aviad is the stream boss. You can win 200 to 300 quid's worth of Games Workshop models or kits or products, Games Workshop or Forge World, by getting Aviad down to 0. Whoever gets him to 0 wins all the goodies, and you can do that by subscribing to this channel if you're not already a subscriber. You can put a tip through in the tip jar, which is in the address in the bottom right there, streamlabs.com/model-making-guru, or you can do a super chat, like I said, the little dollar symbol below the chat. The higher the amount you put through as a tip or a super chat, then the more of Aviad's health comes off. He's the current stream boss, and I say whoever gets him down to 0, that person becomes a stream boss and can lay claim to 200 or 300 quid's worth of Games Workshop and Forge World goodness of their choice. So anyway, right, we've got everything mapped. Let's have a look and see. We have how many jumps? 94 jumps to my little waypoint, and now I did come to this little rocky world. Let's have a look at the system. There's bugger all in this system, but I landed on this little world because it's metal rich. It's a space potato. Space potato. It's kind of a lumpy little thing. It's only a tiny little body orbiting around the star, so it's not got enough gravity to make itself spherical, which is beautiful. I love that little lumpy thing. You can see there, I'm there. That's where I am. I'm at that point there. There's nothing of any note on here, but because it is metal rich, if you see down there at the bottom, it's got iron, nickel, manganese, vanadium, zirconium, niobium, molybdenum, antimony, and that's all the stuff it's got. Now I need iron and nickel, because earlier on I did some damage to my ship and I had to repair it, so I used up a load of my iron and nickel resources. I also need some vanadium, I think I need vanadium, but I can't remember, to restock my repair modules, I think. Yeah, so nickel, iron, nickel, zinc, chromium and vanadium. I need all of those. I do actually need vanadium, look at that. Nickel, zinc and chromium I'm fine. Vanadium I need more of. I've only got 85 vanadiums, and I think I'm gonna, because I fly like a tit, I'm gonna need a fair bit of vanadium. So I'm on the little rocky body. I landed my ship. I'm gonna go down into my little space car, and we will do what we started doing earlier on, which was going to mine some resources. Spestator, says Lynn Dipple. Yeah, it is a little spestator. Now the gravity on this little world, as you notice by the fact it drops me about 100 foot, badoing, is 0.07 G. Yeah, so I'll just dismiss the ship. Let's get rid of the ship. Bye-bye, ship. Right, let's go and find some goodness. I don't need to particularly go fast. I'm going to put my power into shields just to protect myself. It's I've never yet crashed an SRV. This is the little car, is the SRV. I've never yet crashed one of these to the point where it's been destroyed. I hope I never do. Now do let me know if the game audio is too loud or too quiet. I can't increase the volume of the microphone. And I can't get it any closer to me, but I can reduce the game audio if it's a bit loud. So let me know how the balance is, if it all works fine or not. Driving along the world. Flying, I'm flying, Mum. Put some power back into shields, there we go. Woo! I went a bit whizzy then. Oh, I went a bit whizzy. Oh. Oh, look at that big hill in the background. Imagine driving up to the top of that and just zooming off the top. That'd be great fun. Oh, then again. Oh! Hello, we don't want to drive off the edge of that too sharp. Yeah, so let me know if the game audio is okay, says Lynn. I can turn the game audio up if you want to hear it better, or I can turn it down if you're struggling to hear me over the game audio. So just let me know. Now, if you're wondering how this works, this scanner thing, you can see there in front of me is a little map with my car on it. And then there's that whizzy radar thing in front of it. That's telling me there are resources ahead of me somewhere. The simple way to look at it is, the little marks mean there's something in front of me. Could be a way off though. If the mark is at the bottom, it means it's a mineral resource or something I can extract. If the mark appears at the top of the little radar bar and not at the bottom, then it means it's something metallic or artificial. If you see when my ship took off, it was at the top. And occasionally you're driving around on a dead world like this, seeing nothing, just stuff at the bottom like resources. But then you'll see something appear at the top, and that normally means there's something artificial on the surface. And even this far out in space, I found little sort of... I found rescue pods, and I found little sort of random probes and things like that, so... You never know, you might find something. But as I'm streaming this, I won't find anything interesting anywhere. It will be boring things. Right, come on, how far away is this resource now? It's been a while. It's taken a while to get there. You can see as you get closer to it, it becomes more resolved and less smeared across the radar and more focused into a tight spot. There we go, there's something. An outcrop. Excellent. Let's see what resources we can get from this outcrop. The downside of driving in low gravity is you're just all over the place. Okay, so to mine on a vehicle on a planet's surface, what you do is you shoot it, and then you don't hit it yet. Come on, shoot properly. No. No. Fine, I'll do it myself. And then bits fly out like that. Look at that. Woohoo! Space popcorn. Nickel, lovely. Nickel, lovely. Where's that other one? Iron, I need that. So let's go back inside. We'll open up the cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I need all of those. Nickel, nickel and iron. We're going to scoop poop those up. Nom 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 nom. Where is it? Where's my noms? Where's my noms? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. There we go. Noms complete. Let's find some more. More. So basically what you do is the stuff you mine, you use. I will use these resources. I've got loads of different resources collected. And I need it to do things like refuel my... I've got automatic like repair systems that use resources to repair the ship. Modules that I use in the ship. I've got little limpets that can repair the hull. And they need iron and nickel to create the limpets that I can use to repair the hull. I can also create more ammunition for my weapons. My lasers obviously don't need ammunition, but my missiles and my big Gatling gun need ammunition. Not that I need those, but if I need to, I can create more ammunition. Something resolving over here. Ooh, who was that? Raymond Cochran has subscribed. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you very much for subscribing. Very, very kind of you. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if you're a model maker or a video gamer, but I kind of do both. You've taken a little bit of Aviad's health off. If you look at the little health bar at the top there, he's gone down a little bit. His green area's got a little smaller. So you will have taken a little amount of his health off. Thank you very much for that. Oh. All power to weapons! Let's see what we've got. I don't want to do that, but never mind. No is the wrong button. Don't press the wrong button. Nickel eye. Oh, excellent. Yes, lovely. Let's go get some noms. Nom. 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 Om nom nom nom. I don't know why I feel compelled to say om nom nom every time I scoop up materials, but I do. It's like my little SPESS car is eating. That's what it's doing. Right, where's this resource? There it is. Nom. Nom. More. More. I'm hungry still. Let's find some more. Okay, there's stuff over here, but it's quite far away. It's some really hilly, rocky territory here. I get the feeling there could be a cliff I'm about to disappear over at any moment. I would not be surprised if I did barrel over a cliff at some point. All power to shields. Yeah. I'm not keen on this area. It's looking a bit ropey to me. I can't help but think it's leading me over a cliff edge, and this is all going to go horribly wrong. Slowly, slowly. Oh, 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 can I make it? Oh, what's that down there? Oh, look at that. How's that for driving down a cliff edge? Yes. Yes. The main civilized space area, says Gross Models. Oh, what bubble? Oh, I see. I've missed all the comments here in the chat. I'll find out in a minute. Right, where's that shiny thing that I saw down there then, just then? Is it gone? Oh, there it is. Yay! I think it's the thing. Look at this. And what am I driving on here? Let's find out what we're driving on here. We are... Yeah, we're pretty much driving down a honking girt cliff. Fantastic. I'm going towards that thing, aren't I? There we go. Look at the map. Look at my little radar thing. I'm going down a wall. That's a big hole there. Right, what's this thing here? Or is this just a random stone that's of no interest? Or is this something I can shoot? Oh, I don't think that's the thing. It's not telling me it's anything. It's just a random rock. Oh well, that was boring. Ooh, steady. Oh, that's gone wrong. This is like a giant, big hole. It's a great big crater. Oh, that was a bad move. That was... Oh, hello, slide in. Oh, steady, Neris. I've gone down the big hole. The question now is, can I get out the big hole? Yes. Yes, hoorah! Right, let's have a look. I need to get out of this bit so I can find some resources. I'm just petering about here in a minute. Ooh. Oh, I may have made a terrible mistake coming down here. Oh. Oh, it's going to go wrong. I can see it coming. Oh no. Oh god, this is low gravity, that's all I can say. Oh, that was a bad move. Don't be turning fast, Fox. Oh. That was hard work. Oh, that was hard work. Right, what's chat doing? Do you have guns that go pew 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 pew? They go like that. They make a sort of pew pew. There's your pew pew sprue. I'm happy now. All we need now is to find Gross Models and destroy him. Ha 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 ha. If he actually came into the game, if he was to go online now, I would say I can't show you the galactic map, but I can know roughly where he is. Oh, he's in the bubble. Oh, I see. He's in the bubble, the main civilized space area. Snobby southern people. Slow and easy, Fox, says Lynn. You better find a space pineapple, says Ghost Lyle. Hello. I've never broken an SRV. No. Shh, you see nothing, says Ghost Lyle. Well, I was hoping to get some crystals and shizzle, but there's no geological formations on here. So I can't show you space hedgehogs. At least not at the moment. Not on this rock. Not on this desolate rock. I'll get one more thing of resources and then we'll go and fly off and do some more flying scanning nonsense. Look, Ma, I'm flying. Okay, all these resources are in really awkward... Oh, hello. It's gone dark. Oh. There's me headlights. Full beam. I think I just crossed the... What's the line on a planet called where it's the line where it goes from day till night? Or was I just in the... I don't know. Then again, I'm actually in the bottom of a thing. Oh. Oh. Ooh. It's all over there. Good God. I appear to have chosen a Doctor Who quarry filming location as a good place to get resources. This was a bad choice. Oh. I'll tell you what. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. No, wait. Wait, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, hang on. Hang on, we've gone wrong somewhere. Oh, hang on a minute. I don't think I'm dead. I'm just a bit upside down. There we go. Oh, that was fun. Right, where's me thing I need to... No, no, you don't. Thank you. Right, where do I need to shoot now? This is going to be a nightmare. All the bits are going to float off into God knows where. And I can't shoot because my own car's in the way. Oh, no, just don't all go down there. Don't all go down there. Oh. Arse. Oh, that's alright. We're going... No, it's not so bad. Oh. Oh. Why did I do this on a cliff face? Dumb thing to do. I need that. I need that. I was on top of it. Kick ass. Manganese. Do I need manganese? Yes. One more. Nom 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 nom. It's nom times for my SPESS car. Zirconium. Where is it? There we go. Lovely, lovely. I think that'll do. Because I don't want to be down here all night. Oh, God. Oh, oh, oh. I need to recall my ship, don't I? But I need to...
Ship recalled.
I need to figure out where it's going to land before I start driving halfway across a mountainous landscape. I've got a bad feeling about this, says Sprugloo. Yes. You know you're at less than 50% fuel. Yeah, I can make fuel, no problem. Fuel's not an issue. Fuel. There you go.
Fuel replenished.
Right, where's my SPESS ship? It's going to be all the way over there in the hardest place to get to, isn't it?
Cargo scoop retracted.
There we go. I can see it. There's my baby. Oh, 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 oh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, I lost it. Where's it gone? There it is. Wow. Try to land as far away as possible, why don't you? Oh, that's going to go badly. Oh, no. Oh, oh, I don't know where I am. Oh, no. Stop. No. Where's the ground? Oh, that went well. Oh, oh. This is hard for me driving. It must be even harder for you watching it because you don't know which way I'm going. That was fun. Woo. Oh. Oh. That was most fun. Oh, I was going to jump on top of my ship, but I can't. It won't let me. Oh well, never mind. Let's go and get parked. Do. Roger, boarding now. No wonder your car's off the road, Fox, says Sprugio Addict. Lindipple says, whee! Lindipple says, where's the fuel gauge? It was on the right-hand side.
retracted.
I do like the sound of the boost on this shit. Got a very nice boost sound.
Frameshift drive charging.
Do. Just tuning in, and I have to say the painting and weathering of your ship is not up to your usual standards, says the Moolie. I don't know. It's pretty, I'll show you. It's pretty battered and weathered. If I can find it. Where's it gone? There it is. I don't know, it's looking pretty better than beaten. Don't forget there's no rust or anything, so... But it's got all the paint chipping, all these grey splotches everywhere. That's all where the paint's chipped away. All this stuff here. There is a symbol above the name, it's just kind of faded away. All this bare metal exposed, that's kind of nice. There's usually lots more markings and decals and things everywhere, they've gone away. What else have we got? It's looking pretty battered. It's just not a lot of weathering on for you. Don't go into any atmospheres, so there's no real weathering anywhere. There's yours truly. Hello. Right, let's go to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Doodle-doodle-doo. Now, as I've said before, this will be a lot of me jumping to a system, scanning, and all that kind of goodness, because I am just doing exploration. Like I said before, my main plan is just to spend the next year to 2 years pootling around the galaxy, collecting astronomical data, and then get back to civilization. Cash it all in. Now, the last time I did that, I was out at space for about 3 months. Gameplay time about a week and a half. And I went back to spaceport, cashed in my astronomical data, and I went from 93 million credits to 500 million credits in about 10 minutes. So it's definitely good fun and worth it. Gross Model says, I think I prefer when your ship said Rasay. Yes. It always did say arse. It was when they did the last system update to the game that it changed all the spelling of my letters on the dashboard and removed half the spoilers on my ship. Oh, it's another boring system. Look, it's all going to be rocky planets and icy bodies. I'm in a boring area of space at the minute. There's nothing exciting around here at all. High metal. Yes, very good. When I'm not streaming, I get all wonderful water worlds and Earth-like worlds and ammonia worlds. As soon as I get streaming, it's all just gas giants and icy bodies. Ugh. Sorry. So we've got here. High metal. High metal? Yes, thought so. Is that one? Can't tell because it's still telling me about all the thingy clusters that I found. Arse. Fox, would you consider building a machine and Krieger kit? Asks Rusting Customs. Yeah, probably would. Nothing against them. Never actually tried one, to be honest. Quite find them quite fascinating. I will do it at some point. Oops. I kind of like their style. Have you ever done the Kessel Run, Fox? Says Spriglu Addict. Yeah, it was. I did it in 11 parsecs. Pretty much. Are you saying my ship is a hunk of junk? Because if you are, that's brilliant.
System scan complete.
Doodle-doo-doo. It'd be really cool if in this game you could actually do custom skins for your ship, but you can't because that's how they make most of their money, is by selling skins. Right, so if you remember from the show earlier on, I'm looking for water worlds, Earth-like worlds. I'm looking for metal-rich bodies and I'm looking for ammonia worlds. Those are the 4 things that I need to make money on. And if they're not either of those 4, then if they are open for terraforming, then I'll be happy to. Any of those 4 or worlds that are terraformable, and that's none of these. But what I like is, if you look at all these are all tidally locked, apart from that one, which you can see you can't see it there, but it's rotating. Oops. Every now and then you'll see one on this little map that rotates. Either that or it's just rotating very fast. What do we have down here? Anything here useful? So we're looking for... None of these are going to be metal rich or anything like that, but we're looking for available to re-terraform. No, none of them? No. So they're all boring then. Boring. So we'll just go off to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I seem to be on a run of boring systems at the minute. It's still in the box, says Spruglu. Make it do it. That's what we get this time. We got this system then. 49 bodies. Okay.
Fuel scoping complete.
Let's just hope they're interesting 49 bodies then. Do. Right, let's see what we've got. Aha! Right, we have. Ooh, probably a water world. Seems to be the most exciting thing at the minute I can find is a water world, which is, it's exciting, but it's not an ammonia world. Let's be honest here. Ammonia world would be the bee's knees. If you weren't here earlier on, then the sort of value hierarchy for handing in data to make money is metal rich, then you make more for a water world, then you make more for an Earth-like world, and then the most valuable planet you can scan and map is an ammonia world. And all of those are worth certain amounts. If they're terraformable, they're worth even more. So the most profitable thing I can find is would theoretically be a terraformable ammonia world, if such a thing exists. There we go. Water world with wings. Rings even. It's quite pretty actually. Cool. So we'll go and probe that in a bit. There will be probing ahead. Probing. That's what they'll be. Gentlemen, ready my probes. Gas giant. Have you seen this game before, Lynn? Have you watched me play it, or have you seen it before? You've seen like the map and stuff. You know all about the you know all about the like half procedural generated map and stuff. Because if you're an astronomer, then that's kind of cool, because you'll be able to find pretty much any object you know that exists in real life. You'll be able to find on the map, on the sky, in the sky somewhere. I reckon not every single one, I would say, but most. In fact, when we've scanned this system, we'll do a check. I'll get you to give me some real Milky Way objects, and we'll see if we can find them on the map. Warm up my probe, boys. I've got to go probing. There'll be some probing shortly. Some vigorous probing. Then again, there's quite a lot of things to scan here. This may take a while before we get to the probing. Oh. These are all the little rocky bodies orbiting the gas giant, I would suspect. Maybe icy bodies even, maybe not rocky, icy. Yeah. Little icy moons. This is a ways out from the main host star, so... I've forgotten how many stars are in this system. Is it a binary or a trinary? I can't remember. The strange thing is, considering that they base the galaxy, the Milky Way, all the procedurally generated systems are based on proper astronomical principles of physics and chemistry and geology and astronomy and everything else. It is surprising how many systems, how few single-star systems there actually are, like ours, you know, is a single-star system. That seems to be the minority. The majority of the systems are actually like twin systems, binary star systems, or trinary or quaternary systems. You know, I found more systems with 3 or 4 or 5 stars than I have with 1. And it makes you wonder, in the real galaxy out there, just is that the case? Is it the case that the majority of systems are more than 1 starred? Lynn Dipple says, would comment, but this is a family show. No, it's not. This has nothing to do with e-models. If you want to use rude words, you can use rude words. Do. My probes are on hot standby. It's going to be a gas giant. Yeah, I could tell by the sound it was making that 'twas a gas giant. Oh, I found out, by the way, if you watched the show earlier, if you remember, those of you who didn't watch it, basically at one point I went for a wee while I was jumping to the next system, and for some reason when I came back from the loo, my ship had ploughed into a star and sustained significant damage. And I couldn't think why. And I figured it out. I watched it back and figured it out. Basically, when I went to the loo, I left my throttle a little bit forward, so when it came out of hyperspace jump, it was thrust. It had a bit of active thrust. My throttle wasn't set to 0, so it came out of hyperspace and just zoomed into the star, and then went bang, and everything fell over. So that'll teach me. I love that sound. Tim Bick says bottom and moist. Boobies. Wow, they're all really grown-up words. They're all so super mature. Yeah, the good thing is with monetization, I want to earn money off my videos, so I don't tend to swear very much in the video. But it doesn't stop you guys being grown-ups in chat. This, you know, it's 9. It's what time is it? 8:30 at night. I doubt many kids will be watching this anyway. I don't particularly mind if people swear in chat because that doesn't affect my monetization at all. As always, don't be a complete tool, because I will kick you out. You know, no politics, no racism, no religion, no sexism. Don't be an arse. But we're all grown-ups. I do like that noise. So aside from one water world, one very lovely looking ringed water world, which we'll go and check out in a minute, it will be probed. Apart from that, it's a bit of a boring system. Ooh, look at that one whizzing, look. Moving along, well motoring along. Come back. Come back, just come back. Oi, stop moving. There we go. Little minx. Got one more to find. Oh, there's always one more, isn't there? There we go.
System scan.
Right, so out of all that, everybody's saying sorry. Quano Man entered at boobies. Awesomeness. Hee hee hee. Why are you apologising, Sprudlo? Just for using rubbish words rather than awesome rude words. Right, what have we got? High metal content world. So it's not a gas giant, but it's not terraformable. So not interested. High metal content, not terraformable. All the moons and bodies around them will be just little. They won't be worth anything. They won't be worth anything to scan. There'll be no probing. Gas giant, don't want to probe that. Don't need to probe that. This is a water world. We like that. What's that? Class-wide dwarf. Oh, it's a dwarf star. It's a brown dwarf in the middle of a star system. Cool. Gas giant, icy body, don't care. Don't care, don't care. So there's nothing else there worth scanning apart from the water well. I like the idea of a ringed, not only a brown giant, or a brown dwarf even, but it's in the middle of a system. So it's technically... I don't know, technically would this... It's obviously got A star, it's got an F-class star, and a brown dwarf. Does that really make it a twin star system? It's not really a star, is it, a brown dwarf? It's just a... It says there, it's effectively very large gas planets with some stellar properties. It's half and half. It's almost a twin system, but not quite. Anyway, water world. Let's go and check out this beautiful ringed water world. Because I've got everything ready. I need to go for a damn good probe. I'm going to stop doing that. Why do you think E.T. had that finger with the light on? Every time you say probed, all I can think of is the film Paul. Yes, bugger, no probing. Yeah, we're going to go to probing now. It explains a lot, says Tim Biggs. Fewer aim with here. You are. I'm in the fewer aim system now. That's, my target star is a fewer aim. Gentlemen, ready the probe launchers. We're nearly at probing distance. Reach out and touch somebody. In this case, a ringed water world. You can see a ringed planet over there to our left, out of the left window. You can just see over there. Nice planet going past. Bye! Thanks again. Come again, try the fish. It was a very beautiful little blue world, that. Meanwhile, we see our destination here. Oh, if you didn't see earlier on, I've got the free look thing now, so I can show you around my cockpit a little bit. There's a whole cockpit there that you'd never normally see. Ooh, look at this. This is very pretty looking. Yay, probing Tims, says Lynn Dipple. I'll ask again, says Tim Bix. Is this a download game? You can go into a shop and buy it with cash monies. Or it's downloadable from, if you're on Xbox, or actually you can get it on PlayStation Network. On console it's downloadable, you can buy it. Or you can buy it on Steam if you're on PC. So yeah, you can buy it as a digital copy rather than an actual physical copy. I want to come in from above here because I want to be able to probe the planet without the rings getting in the way, because they can be a pain in the bum sometimes. Look at that, it's beautiful. Beautiful ring system, look at that. I do love the ring planets, they are so fantastic to look at. Right, let's have a look. I think we're at probing distance. Ready the probes. Probes ready. So we'll do the ring first. Boing. Gentlemen, probe that ring.
Surface scan complete.
This is where I make my money, you see, because Fox probing the ring. Yep, the ring is now probed fully. So this is 7 probes target to get this planet done. Dead easy. Let's get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maximum probes. See if we can get this done. I get a bonus if I do it within a certain number, you see. So yeah, all these planets will be worth something, but the ones that I do this sort of extra surface mapping with these probes, I'll make even more money. Now I could do every single planet in the system, but it would take approximately forever.
Scan complete.
Yes, and I will be a very old man by the time I finished. Was there anything in those rings? Was there nothing in those rings at all? It's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I know you all want to know what's in the rings. Let's go and find out. It's very difficult to actually enter rings without having something to lock onto, because you don't know how far away they actually are. won't be anything in here. I haven't got any mining equipment, unfortunately, so I can't do the minings. We do get an idea for what the ring systems actually look like.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Where's the planet? There's got a big planet around us. There it is. So yeah, you do go. You can go into the rings. You can do all mining and stuff in the rings and everything. I can shoot some rings. I won't be able to do much damage to them. As in none whatsoever. Nah. Can't do any damage to them. I can't mine them. I've got a mining laser. You can't land on them, sadly. It's a shame. But they are all fully rendered. It's amazing what you get in this game. Dust, clouds, and all that goodness. Let's get out of here anyway. Just thought I'd like to show you my rings. Steady. Behave. Nobody likes a dirty ring. Brown lumps. What's in them rings, says Lynn Dipple. Yeah, if you've got mining equipment, you can actually do the mining. Locked. I need to get away from the rings a bit further. Hang on.
Frame shift drive charging.
Just lock that target, otherwise I'll try and get to that.
Frame shift drive charging.
Do. No Klingons. Wrong galaxy.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right. So yeah, tell you what, Lynn. I think you've converted Lynn Fox. Yeah, if I had some mining equipment, I could actually mine some of those asteroids, but I haven't. If you're in the inhabited area of space, you sometimes find that within ring systems and planets, they have hotspots where you can go and collect bounties because there'll be lots of ships flying around. You can shoot them all. Right, so Lynn, give me a real astronomical object in the Milky Way. Let's see if we can find it. I'll see if I can find, because you never know. I know it won't be the right spelling, but frankly, I'm doing this with a HOTAS stick. It's not great. Didn't find that. Let's try. I know these aren't real. Yes, I know. Ha! There you go. There's Vulcan. Well, LHS 3006 is also known. It's too zoomed out too far, I think, for that. It's not the right kind of star type. Let me go to realistic mode. There we go. So Vulcan's on there. M51. That's a galaxy. I can't lock on a galaxy. It's got to be something in the Milky Way. Although technically, I think M51, is it not one of those? I think it might be one of those over there. Those little blips. Either that one. I can't lock on it. Although if I get my mouse, can you see my mouse on the screen now? This is weirdness. It might be that or that maybe. Might be one of them. But they're outside the map. I can't do anything with those. Give me. Isn't the M51 a road? Says Sprugloo. Yeah, give me a Milky Way object. We'll see if we can find it. I like blowing people's minds by going into the centre of the galaxy and showing you the ridiculous number of stars. Because you know, all these stars, you can travel to every single one of these, and each one will have planets and, you know, bodies orbiting them. They've all got names. They're all somewhere you can go. You can visit every single one of them. M42 Orion Nebula. Oh, okay, let's try that then. If it can recognise the name. Can I search for a nebula? Right, it's difficult doing it on a HOTAS controller. 42. I'll just try it off that. I can't find it off of that. It's a little bit limited in that I need to get the name exactly right to search for it, but Orion Nebula. I'm doing this with my HOTAS stick and a hat. Not easy. Nebula. There you go. Orion Nebula. What a beautiful nebula that is. Look at that. 2 nebulae in one there, it looks like. There's the Running Man Nebula. And whatever nebula this is. The Running Man Nebula, the Orion Nebula, in the same place. The big ring of looks like there's a star there called Sagan that I've looked up before. Oh, there's a star map for that. Oh no, not yet. So there you go. Yeah, there's the Orion Nebula. You can fly. The beauty of this is if you fly into a nebula, the whole sky does change. And that's the beauty of it. When I fly to... Oh, there's Barnard's Loop. With the Horsehead Nebula there. Now, it doesn't look like brilliant now, but you can fly into it. If you get the angle right, it'll probably look exactly like Horsehead Nebula, I guess. What was I going to say? I'm going to say something. Yeah, when you fly into a nebula, it looks like you're in the nebula. But wherever you are in the galaxy, basically, when I'm flying around in my ship, the sky you are seeing is what is actually in the galaxy in the area. So if I fly to the centre of the galaxy and look out the window of my ship, it'll be bright. Everything will be bright with billions of stars. Out here, it's dark because there's not that many. The Veil Nebula. Okay, let's have a look, see if I can find that one. They did say that they got quite a lot of existing stuff, so the assumption is that it's pretty much everything that we know exists, and the rest is procedurally generated. Veil Nebula East. There you go, there's the Veil Nebula. Very pretty, very delicate looking. Yes, what happens if you go to the supermassive black hole at the centre of the galaxy? That will be Sagittarius A star. It's there. Black holes do exist in this map, and you can visit them. I've not been to Sagittarius A star yet, but look at how many stars are in the centre of the galaxy. It's just ridiculous. I don't even know how far I am out now, but that's ridiculous. You can go to every single one of those. I have been to some black holes, just not that one. And it's quite interesting. They don't obviously have a black hole. All you see is the gravitational lensing of the sky around it. So whatever's around and alongside and behind it, you see that all lensing around. You don't actually see a black hole or circle or anything like that. Is that a real nebula? Probably not. Don't get too close, you'll die. Billions and billions, says Lynn Dipple. Being there looks strange, says Chris. Yeah, Chris has been to the Sagittarius A star black hole. There is a black hole here. This system here. I did go to that recently. Have I still got it there? That's a black hole. have a look at this system. Hey Jamie, not missed anything, mate, just pootling about. You can see how black holes are represented on the map. It's just a black hole. Yeah. So you can see here that was first discovered by De Robert C. I've been to this system, that's where I got it marked. I was searching for black holes and I only found one so far. If you go to the orrery map, doesn't really give you much, but you can see here. Where's the black hole? Let's go back to the normal map. If you try and mark the map on there, on the orrery, it's there. But when you actually go to that system, you try to look at the black hole. You don't actually see anything on this one. You don't see anything. Because there's not a lot of stars in the sky around it, so all you just see is nothing. You just see the blackness of space. But if you manage to get the Milky Way in the background, then you just get to see a bit of a distortion in the background. Anyway, let's come away from there. What were we doing? Have we got anything to scan, or have we scanned? Have we done this system? Oh yeah, there's nothing here, was there? We've done the water world. Next system! Oh wow, where am I going to? I don't know where I'm supposed to be going to. But let's go to the next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh. Gonna go through the rings. This game doesn't care. It might care. Oh, that was lucky. It put me in jump just before it pulled me out to go through the asteroid belt. Oh, that was lucky. Timed that well. Not much, Jamie. Welcome back. Yeah, you've not missed anything, dude. Ooh, what's this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't have the right location set, did I? What's going on here? Why can't I do a... Oh, I know why. I need to set my thing back to... There we go. I've had it on realistic, which means it sends me to every star. I need to go just to F-type stars and non. At the moment, I'm filtering my journey by F-type stars, which is why they all look the same. Protostars, carbon stars, Wolf-Rayets, white dwarfs, and non-sequence, which is neutrons and black holes. So it's just recalculating the route based on those selections. I had it set on everything, and it was taking forever. It was jumping me through all the wrong kind of stars that I don't want to do. So let's just see what we're doing. I think it was just recalculating the route a little bit. So that's where we're going, to this one. What's in this system then? I don't even know. I don't know why I did that, never mind. I don't know why I came out of frameshift drive there, that was clever. Swig of tea, I think. I have to say, I am usually acceptably competent at this game.
Frameshift drive charging.
Unless I'm streaming, in which case I become just the most incompetent pilot known to man.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we've got in this system. We have nothing other than one single high metal content world. This is why I don't really do any scanning around regular stars, because they're just kind of really boring. You don't get anything interesting. In fact, I can't. There it is. Around regular normal stars, you don't get anything interesting at all.
System scan complete.
F-type stars, you tend to go. Nice. Is that a brown dwarf? Class T dwarfs. Brown dwarfs with a surface temperature between 700,000 and 1300. Well, sorry, 700 Kelvin and 1300 Kelvin. Okay, so anything useful for this one? No, it's high metal, don't care, can't be terraformed. Next system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, F-type stars are the ones where you tend to find Earth-like worlds, water-like worlds, and ammonia worlds. Other types of stars you don't. Lynn says, because you know no one is watching you, Fox. I don't know, we've got 13 people watching. I've put the thing back on the screen you see above the chat window. It's got 13, that's how many viewers there are. There's 13 of us. Or 13 of you watching.
Fuel scoping.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Fuel scoping complete.
42 bodies, eh? Do not all be moons around gas giants. That's really boring. They're all going to be moons around gas giants, aren't they? Yeah, you watch. Oh, yeah, there we go. Gas giants and millions of small rocky bodies. Oh well, it's all money in the bank. It's all part of the excitement. He says, lying through gritted teeth. I don't normally mind, it's just I want to find something interesting for you guys. You know, you go into all the trouble of watching me do stuff, and I'm just getting little moons and gas giants. Not the most exciting. Rocky body. Adrian! I make that joke every time until somebody goddamn laughs. That's those. One more here. Good thing is when it's mostly rocky bodies, I can peter through them quite quick because there's only really 2 planet types here. Gas giant with ammonia-based life. Unfortunately, not worth bugger all. To me, anyway. It's not an ammonia world. Give me an ammonia world, you cheap buggers. There'll be 2 icy or rocky moons, 3 of them even, 3 moons. Rocky body. Rocky body. Adrian! What's next? Ooh, things there. Let's get these little fellows. There we go. Rocky. Yeah. Oh no, high metal. Still boring. I mean, not boring, you know what I mean. Oops. There we go. Another brown gas giant. And these will all be small rocky moons. Rocky? Yeah, rocky bodies. Rocky Robin. Rocky Robin. What's next? 20 out of 40 odd. We've got another 20 odd to go. Ooh. Right, where are we? That's what I meant, and they didn't do well like Manchester United. Oh, we're talking about football. Oh god, how did my own chat get into football? I don't know. You're banned. I should say, no politics, religion or football. I don't mind. If you're having a good time in chat, you talk about what the hell you want. I don't mind. Belt clusters, don't care about those. They're not worth anything. Wow, got more stuff around here. Okay, it's all concentrated in one area. It's hard to find because it's all on top of each other. There we go. So there's at least 3 stars. That's a star, and that's star C. So there's at least 3 stars in this system. So it's at least a trinary system. Could be a quaternary system. I don't know. Maybe. Yep, we like that one. Metal rich. I'll be having that. Thank you. And let's have a scan. It's got something on the surface. Let's see what it's. See on the top right where it says scanning. It's going to probably say geological things. We might go down and do some scannage, get some space hedgehogs going. With the Warhammer Conquest Dreadnought, is there a specific way the top half has to face? Because mine is looking dead straight and the top keeps coming off. I don't know. I've not built one yet, but I think you can pivot the top half if you want to get a bit of an action pose going on. You have to glue it all together. That's who I was talking about. Football. Have you completed Red Dead 2 yet? Asks Screwed Glue. No, I played it for about a day, a couple of days, and then oh bollocks, a couple of days I played it for, and then I kind of came back to this, and then I've kind of forgotten all about it. I was enjoying it. It was very good. I just I got carried away. I don't get a lot of time to do gaming, so there's that star again. We've done this one. Done that one yet. Wow. How many layers down does this go? Oh, another metal rich. Okay, so we've got at least a couple of metal rich bodies. I'm liking this in this case. So metal rich isn't bad. Metal rich you can get a fair price for when you're doing your cashing your information in, and if they're terraformable, even better. So let's get these ones. Class 2 gas giant, very pretty white colours and cream colours. Zandri Dust, Shabty Bone, Agrax Earthshade, Shabty Bone, and then Screaming Skull to finish. That's how I'd paint that one. Rocky body, rocky body. Wow, there's millions all in the same place. That one there, it's going to be a big fat gas giant. Yeah, we go. Gas giant, I bet. There we go. Nope, not yet. It's got a brown bottom. It's got a mucky bottom. There we go, that one. Icy bodies. Rocky body. Oh, no, icy body. Ever so slightly different. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's the problem when you find something interesting on a scan, you've got like 30 other planets to scan before you get to the interesting stuff. Before I can go and explore and probe. Gentlemen, warm up 2 sets of probes. At least. 2 sets of probes. We will have double probing going on. Some double probing action. Another one there. With 2 metal rich bodies, it'll be double probes. Do. Right, anything else? Still got 2 to do. Let's find the final 2. There. Of it. High metal content, don't care. I've got one more. Bit are you? There we go. Have it.
System scan.
Let's go and have a quick look at what we've got. Let's have a look. Vamp's in. Yeah, hey Vamp. Plus he's got arse on the screen. Still teabagging planets. Yeah, still bagging planets. Lynn says, now I do have a PS4, so I could hook that up and play when I get the PC finished switch over. You can do, but you can't carry anything over from your console version to your computer version. Your computer version will be a brand new start from scratch game. So I don't know if you'd want to do it twice. I don't know if you want to do that, or whether you want to go for. Because I'll tell you right now, on PC, there's a lot of things you can do on PC that you can't do on the console versions. On PC, you can get third-party apps to, map your journeys, create pilots logs and things like that. Lots of interesting things. There's also other bits and bobs you can use. You can customize the colour of your heads-up display and things like that. So that's all good. Okay, so we've got those 2 there. Metal rich. We like those 2. Not terraformable, but never mind. Gas giant, gas giant, gas giant, gas high metal, not terraformable. Gas giant, gas giant. So don't care about the gas giants. And here we have metal. Ooh, more metal. I didn't realise there were 3. Ooh, 3 lots of probes, gentlemen. 3 probes. It's a triple probing expedition. I was right though. It's a 3-star system. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be all about. Why is there like just nothing there? I never quite understood that. Oh, 4-star. Oh, 4-star system. Wow. So we've got 3 metal riches, triple probes. So C1 and C2, and then we have E1, D1, C1, C2, and D1. Let's go do this. Let's go probing. I want to probe now. I've already forgotten what I just said they were. Hooray! Idiot. C1 and C2. C1, C2. Can't even find C1. Where is it? C1. Okay, C2's near it. We'll go to C2 first. Now this has some geomological things on it, so we might actually land on this and see what things we can get. Might just be space hedgehogs. It usually is. Stop saying probes. Probes. I have to say probes. It's a child inside me. I just decided my earphones are frelling pervert, says Quano Man. Probes. It'd be a lot funnier if my chair didn't squeak every time I did it. And Scale Model Vant says prones. It's not quite the same. Was I clipping then? I do apologise. Yeah. What's happening in the chat? Zadster's in. Hey Zadster. Evening SPESS Explorers. Jamie's asking Chris if his stream is still on tomorrow. Yes, it is. Well, I don't know. Let him answer that, but I think it is. Zad, Foxy doesn't know the video exists. 3 probes. I think I've seen that DVD. Yeah, I probably got it in my collection somewhere. ASMR probes, Fox. Probes. Probes. Yeah, it would be a lot better if... Wow, 70,000 light seconds. It's going to be ages to get here. Oh. This is going to be one of those systems where we have to talk a lot for like 10 minutes while it gets me to where I need to go. So, talk amongst yourselves. I've got an enormous cup of tea to keep me company. Zadster says, I see Fox still has his arse the right way around. Yeah, but I still can't tell it from my elbow. I love it when you probe the mic, says Lynn. Probe. I know it clips a little bit. I only do that because I think Quano Man, when he watched this last time, had a headset on. So to him it was like right in his ears. I was probing in his ears. Yeah. Ear probes. Right, so we've got potentially 10 minutes to get to this particular object. Let's make sure I'm going to the right one before I go all... Yep, go, oh yeah. We've got to get from here, where we come in, to here. And it's like 70,000 light seconds from the host star. And this one is about the same. So once we get there, we're there. It still takes a long time. I am travelling at about 108 times the speed of light. And it's still taking me about 9 or 10 minutes. So this game does give you a beautiful sense of how long it actually takes to get to places. If I go back to this and we do the orrery. I don't like that word, orrery. That's the system, and you can see there it's 2 big chunks. It's all these ones over here and all these puppies over here. That's where I'm going. That's where I kind of am. So yeah, you can see it's a long journey. It's a long journey. And you really do get a sense of scale. There's only one ASMR voice for me, except Muse's voice, and that's Levi from that leather jacket guy from Ireland. Don't know what that is. The link on the E-Model stream on Monday night will be probes. Yes. There should be an audio file that plays that when a probe launches. Probe. Probe away! I'm pretty sure if you play the PC version you could customise that. Gentlemen, ready your probes! In fact, if any of you got this on PC and you can have custom sound files, let me know if you want me to make little sound files for me saying things. And I'll do it. Thanks for reminding me, Sprue, I got to go leave a random comment on eModels for that giveaway. Yes, if you missed eModel stream on Monday, nothing to do with this stuff, it's nothing to do with this program, but Ted, Chris and I do the eModel stream on Mondays. On Monday, for the first time in weeks, we had a giveaway for a very nice Airfix 1/72 something or other, a Messerschmitt kit. So it's a giveaway, so all we're going to do is pull a winner from the comments on Monday. So if you didn't watch it, do pop along to the video from this Monday's Just Gone show and put a comment on there. I can't remember what we asked you to comment, but in reality we don't really care. We just pull a random comment, so just go and put a comment on there. And don't forget, of course, yesterday, if you missed it yesterday, I put a video up yesterday celebrating the fact that we have passed, I have got now over 20,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I am giving away a Master Grade new Gundam Verkar, untouched, still in the box, not even opened the packets. It's all there for you to build. It's like 80 quid worth of kit. I'm giving it away utterly free of charge, and all you need to do is, same as with the models one, go to the channel you're on now. You're watching me. It's on a video from yesterday. Put a comment on that video and just include the word 20. And I will pick a random winner on the 1st of March. If you haven't done it already, go and do it. Now I have to say, I checked up yesterday after I posted the video up, and I had something like 400 views and 200 comments, rounding it down. And I have to ask this question: if you're one of these people, I'm giving you a model kit free of charge. Even if you don't like Gunpla, you could sell it, and it's like 80 or 90 quid worth of kit. So why have 400 people watched the video but only 200 actually put a comment on? Are there 200 people that just don't want free stuff? I don't understand. Why would you not want free stuff that you can either have for yourself or sell? Doesn't make any sense. Makes no sense. Right, we are travelling at 212 times the speed of light, and we've still got a ways to go to get to this metal-rich body. So again, you get a sense of how big these systems really are. This is a multi-star system, and yet they are still within the same solar system. Yet they're 17,000 light seconds apart. Oh, excuse me, yawning. Zanster says there look to be 500,000 parts of that Gundam. It looks fab. It's a very, very nice Gunpla. The new and high new are two of the nicest Verkar there are. The only issue with the new is the fin funnels can be a bit wibbly wobbly. You might have to glue them if you want them to stay together perfectly. It's a beautiful kit. It's free. There's only one link on emails. Vamp says, Fox, you need to find them on YouTube. No, you know who you need to watch for ASMR? There's a channel called something like RR Cherry Pie, and it's a Japanese lady who never speaks, but she gets these little Japanese kits where you make the food out of little powder sachets, and you put the powder in the water and you make a little mini cheeseburger and a mini burger bun and pretend fries, and you can eat them. You put them in the microwave. That is totally the best ASMR. Stirring little liquid powdery things with a little plastic spoon. So relaxing. Can I paste a link to them on here? You can't paste links, but Chris as a mod can. So if you can somehow get Chris to find it, then he could post a link. I could post a link, but I'm in the middle of doing this, so if not, just post it in the Boom Hut if you think it might be of interest to the Boom Hut members. I'm just cleaning my glasses while we're playing. Not many games where you can clean your glasses while you're actually playing. Still got 40 odd seconds. Oh. It's a very bright start, that. Getting there now. Grey Wolf 001. Hey Fox, I see you back at it. Yeah, I came back on here. I thought, screw it, I might as well just stream while I'm here. I had to end that other stream early. So, why not? Finally. Das ist ein großen Star, ja? Guten Tag, großen Star. And we're gone. I do miss playing this without the HDR. I turn off the 4K and HDR just when I'm streaming this, so it doesn't make my my stream stays stable. And yeah, I do miss my HDR. Could these two be right next to each other? That'd be really handy. That's the one I want. Oh yeah, they're right next to me. Brilliant. I need to do both of these, so I might as well. I'll do the one I'm going to land on second in that case. I'll do this one first. And I'll do the other one and land on the other one. Probe time! Gentlemen, warm the first tranche of probes. I'm going probing. I'm going too far away to probe. Pass. 4 probes at once. 1, 2, 3. Should be enough. Talking about police, Fox, says Spruglu. Any more information on your lovely neighbours 3 doors down? The ones that had the armed police raid? No. The only thing we were able to find out is it was based on information received.
Surface scan complete.
And that's it. That's the only thing we've been able to find out. We did find out that the premises are rented, and we didn't know that. So it's not an actual neighbour, because it's somebody they can get rid of. Yes, which is fine. This is the one with the details on it, I think. Now this one had geological features on it, but I don't know what those geological features are until I probe it. So if you look on here now, it just lists the planet here, or the little body. But once I probed it, probe time. Probe. 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 Probe me, baby. Probing now. Yeah, once I probed it, I can see what the features are. Yeah, so all we know is it's rented, apparently. We didn't know that. And it was information received. That's all we know. We didn't find out anything. Quano Man says, do you have to buy a fuel scoop separate from the ship, or is it part of the better ship than my crappy little Signwinder? I don't think fuel scoops come as standard. You have to go into outfitting and add a fuel scoop. When you go into outfitting, you'll see that your ship is basically the framework of a ship with lots of empty slots, and you have to put things in the slots like, you know, fuel scoops, cargo racks, an SRV bay, things like that. You can swap them out and swap and change them. Right, I'm going to land on this puppy and see what the geological features are. Surface geological. It's a bit too close to me. I'll pull down from here a bit. But you can swap things out and change modules around, and it depends what you want. Like for a long range exploration, if you've got say an Aspect Explorer or something, you might have no weapons, or you just have some basic shields. It depends what you want, really. That's going to be. I need to move away from that a bit to get perpendicular to it. I don't think any ship comes with a fuel scoop as standard, or if they do, they come with a little farty one that's not that great. And the way to look at them is it'll have a number and a letter. Okay, this is going to be tricky now. It'll have a number and a letter, and it might say something like 3A. So fuel scoop 3A. And what the best way to think of it is, it might say 3G. The way to think of it is the number. I've just had a thought. What's the G on this planet? 0.38. Okay, that's fine. The number tells you how many cargo slots it uses up. So if you look at your ship, you'll have some slots in the ship, and it might say a 2 slot, a 5 slot, and a 6 slot. So for example, I can put in a slot that's labelled 2 on your ship. Well, that's dark. I'll put the night vision on. So say the slot on my ship says 2. That means I can only put an item of 2 or 1 in it, so I can put a... That's really dark, I can't see anything. So if I've got, say, a 2 slot, I can put a 2, say, fuel scoop in there, but I can't put a 3 in there because 3 requires 3 units, and the size of my module is... I don't like this, I can't see anything. I've got night vision on everything. I'm not happy about this one. This may go wrong. If somebody can explain, like Chris, if you can explain... I don't like this at all. There's just no light. There's just nothing here at all. My night vision should have shown me something by now. Chris, if you can explain the slot system, that would be nice. Whoa, hang on. What's going on here? Why is the geological thing in the air? This makes no sense. Okay, this is weird. So yeah, so if you've got like a 3D fuel scoop, is not as good as a 3A fuel scoop. So the number just tells you how many racks. Imagine you've got racks, equipment racks in your ship. This is more like it'll take forever to get there. Just brought me down in completely the wrong place. Let's just
Frameshift drive charging.
go up and out a bit. It's hard for me to explain the module system, really. Kind of hard to explain. Just need to get some distance between, less distance between me and the target. Right, now the whole thing's just disappeared. Right, I'm giving up. Bored. I'm giving up on this planet. Makes no sense. Utter nonsense. That totally didn't work at all.
Ready to engage. Frameshift drive charging.
I never have problems landing on things. Unless you guys are watching. So yeah, so you basically, when you go into outfitting, what you can see is your ship has. Imagine your ship's got lots of racks that you can put equipment in, and they're all different sizes. And basically, if you've got a 3-slot rack, you can put a 3-slot or a 2-slot or a 1-slot piece of equipment in there, but you can't put a 4-slot piece of equipment in there. So each piece of equipment has a number and letter. The number just tells you how many slots, and the letter tells you the quality. So A is the best one of that. So a 4A item is far superior to a 4D item. It's also much more expensive and usually weighs a lot more as well. So you get the hang of it. Usually you want to go for the number that matches the slot, and right, I'm going now for this target planet. I can't. I'm confusing myself discussing it because I'm trying to do 2 things at once. So ignore everything I'm saying. Maybe Chris can explain it in writing easier in the chat, easier than I can actually try and do 5 things at once here. Right, there we go. Let's get out of this system because it's mocking me now. These geological features. Oh, he's doing it anyway. Each ship has several compartments of different sizes. You can put things in them. Different ships have different slots and different sizes. You have infinite probes but can only launch a few at a time. Yes. Quanobone says, I mostly need to work out where to find one of those fuel scoops at the moment. I've been looking for something that says fuel scoop but can see nothing in the station shops. You have to go into... Not all stations have outfitting abilities. If you go into a space station, it has to have the option for outfitting. And outfitting or livery is an option, but it should say outfitting, and outfitting is where you want to go into a space station. That's where you can do... It'll have your compulsory... Okay, I can't remember the wording because I've not been in a space station for ages, but when it breaks down your ship, you'll have hard points, which are your weapons, heat sinks and things like that. You'll have required modules, which are set as certain things, and then optional modules, which are modules where you can swap and change whatever you want. Unfortunately, I've got no way to show you without being in a space station, and that's not going to happen for maybe another year, maybe.
Fuel scooping.
Chris says fuel scoops are an optional thing, and they are, but if you fly without a fuel scoop, you're an idiot.
Fuel scooping complete.
Because it's the only way to refuel while you're out flying around. You can refuel your ship at a space station, but you have to pay for that, and that's only if there's a space station around. If, like me, you're in the back of beyond, there ain't no space stations. There is no other way to refuel. Apart from calling the fuel rats, who will come out and rescue you. Thankfully, so far, I've never had to call the fuel rats. Doesn't mean I'll never have to call the fuel rats, but I haven't so far. Thankfully, they work for free, so that's not so bad. I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if maybe Chris can post a story up in the Boom Hut, but there was a story on Kotaku yesterday about a player, an elite player, who's actually been stranded. He did an exploration, but he went really far out into the outer edges of the galaxy, and he found himself stuck between two stars, too far to jump to either one, so he's running out of fuel and he can't get to the nearest star to refuel. So he's had to call the fuel rats. And it's taken them about 3 months to coordinate getting to him, because they have to coordinate how they get to where he is to refuel him. And they reckon they should be with him in about a week. Now, they've been trying to plan it for the last 2 or 3 months. This poor bugger's been sat there in the game, not able to go anywhere for 3 months while they've been coordinating how to rescue him. And they'll just basically find him and give him some fuel, because he can use fuel limpets to refuel his ship, which is a genius move on the game designer part, to give players the option of sending fuel to other ships or refueling other ships. Genius, absolute genius. So the fuel rats will do like a relay race over the many tens of thousands of jumps to get to him, and then refuel him, and that'd be fantastic. So 3 months. Metal Rich will have that, thank you. Metal Rich will have that as well. Any no, not terraformable. Don't care. Oh, terraforming, there you go. I'll have that. I'll have that one. That's terraformable. I'll have that one. That's terraformable. And that's not. Okay, we'll have those three. Don't care about those. They're not terraformable. Okay, so that's not bad. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this system. So that's cool. So it's A1 and A2. We'll get those ones done first. A1 and A2. Probe time! Ready the probes! Excuse me. I think these are both next to each other again. Question is, why would you go that far out knowing you have fuel scoops, no fuel scoops to go back? It's very easy to do. Basically what he was doing was, he was between two stars that were scoopable. And he would have been fine. He could jump between them. But what he did was, he super cruised for too far between the two stars. As soon as he went over a certain distance in super cruise, used up a little bit too much fuel, and suddenly he didn't have enough fuel to get to either one of the two stars he was between. He planned it, but he calculated it incorrectly. He misjudged it, and he knackered himself because as you get to the outer rim of the galaxy, stars are quite far apart. You're talking massive distances, and although he could actually jump to the stars to scoop, he miscalculated his fuel and knackered himself, and that's what went wrong. But I love the idea of the fuel rats. Just such a great idea. If you don't know what the fuel rats are, it's just a voluntary player organisation where they all become this group that their motivation is to go and find people who are stranded and give them fuel, help them out. And you go to the website and press the button saying, "Help, I need fuel," and it alerts them, and then they've got like almost like a 911 response desk.
Surface scan.
And they'll work with you to find out where you are, and it's really cool. That's A1. Oh, it's got some geological surface features. Should we try that again? Should we try it and see what happens? Go on, we'll give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? Where's it gone? Wow, those surface features, they like to move, don't they? We'll try and get on one of those. The thing is, these bodies are so small, you don't want to drop straight onto the feature because you'll be at too steep an angle and you'll crash or damage your ship. But you can't go too shallow because you'll be a long way from the feature you want to land near, and it'll take forever to get to it. But you can't go too steep an angle because then it just goes wrong. So this might be too steep an angle. Let's try it though. If I go down this way and then maybe bank out a bit. But the FAQ for the fuel rats is great. The FAQ has basically 3 things. It says 1, we have fuel. 2, you don't. 3, any questions? That's it. All you need to know. Right, we might not screw this one up now. We might actually not make an arse of ourselves. JB Bowen says, for the Warhammer Conquest thing, Dreadnought, it doesn't tell you how to paint it or weather it or anything like that. The paint jobs in the magazines, Jamie, bear in mind, each issue will only tell you how to use whatever paint you've got so far. It may give you further steps later on. You're not getting the full paint job in one magazine. It will give you other things to do later on. But painting and weathering, do it how you want. I will be showing painting and weathering when I do things like the Dreadnought and other bits and bobs. But do it how you want. Just keep in mind, you can do it clean and nice if you want, but these pieces of equipment can be ancient. They can be hundreds of years old. If you know your Warhammer lore, they can be hundreds of years old, so weather it however the heck you want. Don't expect the magazine to tell you too much. It's going to give you a real basic tabletop paint job standard. It's not going to get you to paint them like display quality. And that's why I will be filming standalone how to paint these things properly at some point when I get a chance. I've got to do Lieutenant Calcius, I've got to do a shipping crate, some of the Chaos guys, I'll probably do the Dreadnought. I'll definitely do a proper painting episode for the Repulsor tank and some of the Chaos vehicles like this, the Rhino. But yeah, the paint jobs you'll get from the magazine, they are super basic. And like I say, whatever it tells you to paint in those magazine there, in those 2 issues, you've probably got a load of other colours you haven't even got yet that you'll need to paint it those colours as well. So it's not telling you how to fully paint it in that magazine. There's probably like 3 issues from now, it might give you more paints and there'll be more things to paint. So it's constantly going back and forth and painting them and repainting them and adding more colours. Right, what we on? What's our height? Get the landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
I need to slow down a bit. Ooh, that's the wrong way. Slow down, boy. Steady Neris. $130 meters. Whoa. Because it's low G, you press down thrust a little bit, and my god, you're thrusting for a while. I mean, you're moving for a while. It's only about 10 meters above the surface, which isn't ideal. Come on, give me somewhere to land. Give me somewhere nice and flat and decent. Ah, there we go. Got it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good God. It's a very ornery planet. It's like a little bit of thrust and you're all over the shop. Got to be super careful, can't be doing any damage. Right, there we go, there's somewhere. Woo, that was fun. Let's go and see what these geomological things are.
Drive assist on.
Jimmy Bone says, in the armoured put on the containers, they show you how to do a dry brush. Yeah, they only really give you a super simple basic. The dry brush stuff they do you is deliberately simple because for the containers, because they don't need to be complex paint jobs on those. But yeah, if you had all 80 issues of the magazine and you follow the painting instructions for each thing, at the end of it, you'd still have a very basic paint job. You're not going to get a super complicated paint job. You're just not. They're not giving you enough paints for that. They're not going to be showing you how to do glazes or anything like that. They're going to just kind of keep it nice and simple. Let's see if I can scan that. Can I scan that? Yeah, scan. Yeah, they're not going to be giving you anything complicated at all. If you're actually following, that's the wrong thing. If you're actually following the magazines, if you subscribe to them, then just, you know, there's nothing wrong with telling you doing what it says. I never know which one to use on here. What's this? Let me scan that. Well, I've probably got this before anyway. Come on, you twing something then. Nothing to scan? Ugh. Yeah, if you... I've lost my train of thought now. Something there. Oh, £2.5 account voucher, that's alright. Yeah, so I think by the end of it you're going to have, like, if you just follow the magazines, you'll have some decent looking, half decent looking, you know, tabletop models. But they're not giving you enough paints to do a real complex, super complex paint job or anything like that. So don't expect too much. To get more advanced than that, you're going to need to... Pycius Cobble.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Right, where did that cobble go now then? Where did that bit go? There it is. What did I just shoot? I've lost it. There, crystalline. That's not what I just shot. Hang on. There we go, that's what I wanted. But yeah, it might be that it takes, that you paint the figures gradually over the course of 5 or 6 different things, so don't expect them to complete the paint job in one single magazine, because there's a lot of paints you haven't got yet. So, crystalline cluster. For some reason you can't shoot these without going up to the roof. Space hedgehog. Car's in the way. Space hedgehog. Why are you not shooting now? Right, shoot. Why you no shoot guns? In this cockpit mode. What? What am I doing wrong here? I'm in combat mode. Do you know? Sometimes it gets very confusing. Hello, shooting now, please. Right, now you decide to work. Can be a bit finicky sometimes. Space hedgehog. Where's my space hedge? There it is. Niobium, I can have some of that. Oops. Nom 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 nom. Oh, TK's in. Hey, TK. Needle crystals. Needle crystals. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Oh, what? Stuck on something. Oh. You can never... There we go. Space hedgehog. Mine. Not mine. Didn't pick them up. Arse. Where's my hedgehog? Where's my hedgehog? Where's it gone? My thing disappeared. Unless I did scoop it. I don't remember scooping it. Never mind. Moving on. Crystalline fragments. Oops, Daisy. Fragments, that's what I'm talking about. Yay, hedgehog. Manganese. I'll have some of that, thank you. We'll do one more. Needle crystals. Because these are kind of randomly generated, so they'll just keep generating forever. Do 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 do. Space hedgehog. Oh, it's going. It's going. Where's it going? Hello. Where do you think you're going? That's not how gravity works. Just look at it go. Look at it go. It's well, haven't it? 0.9% gravity, or 0.9 of a G. It's on a very slight. It's having it. It's gone. It's gone. Like having it. I'm having it. I'm off. See ya. I've got to pick it up soon. It'll disappear. Sorry. Oh, I missed. Oh. Always right going for it now. Look at that. Blimey, I've broken it. Oh. Did I get it? I didn't get it. There it is. Oh, my inventory's full. I don't need any tellurium. Oh, after all that. Always play football with it. Woohoo! Playing football with some tellurium. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? See, I can't shoot it in a different direction. It's going for it again, though. Faster! Faster! More fastness! Go on, go on, have it! I didn't mean to run over it. Sorry. I shall leave the poor thing alone. Let's call the ship back anyway.
Ship recalled. Cargo scoop retracted.
Time for a chase, says Lynn. Fox is out of ammo. No, I'm alright for ammo. Can you get a probe enlargement? I don't need an enlargement. Lynn Dimple says, I got the first issue of Conquest, wish I could get the others. Haven't checked if it's in the US yet. It won't be. Hachette has no distribution network in northern US, in North America at all. They've got a distribution network in lots of Europe and Spain and places like that. And they've got a distribution network in... They've got offices in South America. They have no offices at all in North America. So I think it's going to be highly unlikely they ever release it in North America. They might well do, but highly unlikely, I think. Because they'd have to basically open a whole new office. And they don't have one there, so... Sadly... Fly in! Oh! Shouldn't really do that in almost 1G. It's not advisable. Hoorah! Just a good old boys. Never meaning it. I can't sing that. I'll get copyright struck. Woo! Phil Lewis says, yeah, you still exploring my rating? Yeah, always. Well, I came back on anyway and I thought I might as well just stream it. Someday the mountain might get him, but the Lord ever will. Yes, that's not how I drive. Oh, then I crash into my own ship. Fantastic. Clunk. Hi, honey, I'm home. I'm an idiot. I didn't know it was Hachette, says Lynn. Yeah, it's a Hachette. It's not D'Agostini. It's a Hachette partwork. Sadly. Which means there's just no distribution network in that part of the world at all.
Landing gear recalled.
Dang, I'm out of Dr. Pepper, says Lynn Dipple. I've got a 2-litre bottle of it downstairs in the fridge. I won't drink it though. I can imagine the Fox Fiesta painted up like the General Lee. Nah. Because I'm sorry, but shark mouth beats everything. Does the landing on a planet count as full body probing? Asks Quadoman. I think it just counts as a damn good probe. Anyway, yeah, going back to Jamie. Yeah, Jamie, they do show you how to do some simple dry brushing, but that's more of a painting technique than a weathering technique. Unfortunately. What I would say, Jamie, is basically trust your Uncle Fox. If you're subscribing to all of them, trust your Uncle Fox. I'll show you right. For the majority of the episodes, I'll be following the magazine, what it says to do. For the majority of it. So for all the rank and file boring models, I'll just follow exactly what the magazine says. But when it comes to things like Lieutenant Calcius or some of the character things, or things like that, I'll put them to one side and I'll do a full proper paint job on them using paints and products that aren't provided by the magazine, using things like shades that the magazine doesn't supply, paints that they don't supply, using glazes and things like that, and more complex techniques that they just don't tell you about, so that if you want to just keep your paint jobs like in the magazine, you can do, not a problem at all. Or if you want to wait and see how I do some of them, and then get all your figures painted up, you can do. Again, you don't have to paint everything all at once. Or you can even follow the magazine for everything, and then later on go back and repaint stuff. Once you've got all the figures and all the paints and everything else, you can go back and paint stuff and do a better job of it in the magazine.